Watched it. Oh, hi everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. So I am here and happy to be here this afternoon with Gerald. And looks like we'll be waiting on some folks to see who comes in, but that's okay because we have time. We have time to be silly
We
and
do
have
have time to be silly. So, but everybody, when they watch this, they should like and subscribe to both of our channels, right?
that's absolutely right.
I
That's right.
mean,
'Cause
and it's
we
easy.
need all the support we can get, right?
Yes. And it's
Yes.
free.
What more could
So
you ask for?
there
I
you
know.
go. Well, I could ask for $1 million
You
unmarked,
could.
non-sequential bills, nothing higher than a 50, but I haven't given it any thought, Allie.
Oh, okay.
I
Just like my
haven't
husband
given it
used to
any thought.
say, he wanted $3 million in tax-free municipal bonds. That's what he,
Okay. It's probably a little bit better than the way I was
it
doing
might
it.
be
So,
because we
oh
don't
my
know about the
gosh.
cash, but anyway,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So yeah. So what you've been up to? You started your angels. You were telling me you started your Archangel series
Yes,
with
Archangels at
Jane.
this point with Jane the
Uh-huh.
Seeker, and that's been wonderful. Tomorrow I'm doing a back and forth with Jamie and Gerald and Richie. We were just talking about him.
Oh
Longman
yes,
Tarot is going to be
wonderful.
asking the questions, so that's when we get
Okay.
together and just have some
Uh-huh.
fun.
Yeah.
So, and it's just delightful, and I'm trying to figure out sending out invitations to do stuff in March, including
Uh-huh.
the another Tarot the Stache way probably, and I think
Hmm.
we'll be talking about ethics, the ethics of doing
Oh, I love
readings.
that. I used to teach ethics at one of the colleges that I teach at. Yeah,
Very
I did.
nice,
I loved it. Yeah. Hi,
very
Esther
nice.
G. Nice to see you, Esther. Thanks for coming on,
Hi,
seeing us.
Esther.
Yeah.
Hi,
So that
Esther.
sounds wonderful. And there's a lot of things that are out there that really need to be addressed, and we haven't really all. We think, oh, it's overdone or whatever. But you know what? There's a lot out there that can be done and redone and redone
There
well.
is, and I think there's
Yeah.
a whole lot of space for everybody's opinion because
I
recently
agree.
did a laugh and learn about the clair senses,
Uh-huh.
and clair senses they react. I mean, we have the definition of them, but they show up differently for people,
Very true.
and how we use them
Hmm.
is it's how we learn and how we grow.
Right.
So,
I love
but
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very true. And I mean, I've had certain clairs come up that have never really been that strong for me, and
Hmm.
it surprises me when that happens, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And so, yeah,
yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
definitely.
Any new tarot decks that you're going to be highlighting soon?
I'm thinking about doing a conversation perhaps about the Ink Witch tarot
Ooh,
deck. I just
oh,
got this
beautiful.
one,
Okay.
and the creator is Eric Mail. So
Oh,
hashtag
wow.
purchase responsibly, know your limit. But I saw him do an interview about his new Oracle deck, the Endless Oracle, which
Yep.
I haven't played with yet. So I'm looking
Okay.
forward to that. So
I
it'll
might
be
have.
fun.
Was that a Kickstarter? Because I might have supported him. I can't
It
remember.
could have been. It could have been.
Okay. Okay.
It could
Because
have
I've
been.
had found some really good
Yeah.
decks on Kickstarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
And
not?
it came with a nice little book. So I think that that's great.
Oh, that is great. I
Hi,
love that.
Maruda.
Yes. Hi, Maruda. How are you? Hi, Sherry. I'm glad
Sherry.
you guys are all here. Thanks for being here
Nice to
today.
see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Mama
great.
Bear. It's nice to see you too. Yeah.
Woohoo.
So yes, I think I got you and I worked together the last time we worked together. I believe you had just gotten the Sacred Bee Tarot,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yep.
I got the Oracle deck.
Oh, what do you think of it?
I like it. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I really like the way, it's his one of the cards. It's just gorgeous. This
It's
one here is
amazing.
values,
Hmm.
just a beautiful deck. Lots of color, and the the bees in here, you know, I just I'm attracted to the bees. So
Oh, of course. Are you going to
yeah.
use that tonight?
Oh, I could. Yeah. You want to use your
Because if
tarot?
because if
Yeah.
you do that, I will use the Journey of the Sacred Bee, the original tarot, and
All
so it'll
right.
be a nice little compliment.
It would be a compliment.
So,
That's right.
and
Very
we're
good.
doing that for all of you who are watching. We're just being so nice to you.
I know. We're being very complimentary. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Manasa. Oh, my. So nice to see you all.
Hello,
Thanks for
hello.
being here. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you for being with us. Gerald and I were supposed to come on maybe a week or more ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember. And I had to cancel because I was in a lot of pain in my
Uh-huh.
back. And so we just decided that today was the day. And so I'm really happy to be here. Okay, Maruda, I got your question. Thank
Do it.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I see some people who attended the Laugh and Learn the Archangels. So
Oh,
glad to
good.
see people here. That's very
Uh-huh.
nice.
It is very nice. Hi, Wildflower Wind.
Very
It's nice to
nice.
see you. We had such a good time Saturday night with our open mic night,
Mm-hmm.
and we have another one coming up on March 10th. But just a message to any of you listening or that might listen to this later. If you're interested, it's just fun. You're
Yeah.
welcome to reach out to me and come on to another one that we have, because we had a lot of laughs. It was really fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you said people can have any talent or
Any
anything that
talent.
they'd want to show.
Sure.
Poetry, painting,
Yep.
song and dance. I'd love to see somebody do some dancing. There you go.
We'll get Kelly to do her baton twirling, and then we'll be all set. See?
Kelly's baton, yes.
Baton.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And as I mentioned to her the other day about, remember the synchronized swimming idea that you and I came up with when we
Hmm.
were by the fire? Yes.
Yes,
Gerald, you would
yes.
love it, of course, Lisa says. Okay.
Uh, yeah. And I just posted a video on my channel. It's about the creation of the Tonight Sunset, No Filter Required, inspired by Candy, Soul, and Soil, a
Oh,
making of video. So if
okay.
people are interested in all in some of the fabric art that I've made, I have a couple of videos on my channel. And
Wonderful.
there's the link to where people can watch Candy opening it because she's in England. And
Okay.
so I mailed it to her and I waited to release the other video until she
Right.
got to see it. So, because it was a surprise. She didn't know it was going to happen. It was fun.
It was coming. Oh, that's
So,
really
so
cool.
yeah, it was
So
great.
tell me just a little bit about it. Is it painting like tie-dye, or is it different than
It
that?
it's basically it's using fabric, and I created a fabric quilt piece. I painted with fabric, and this was the inspiration photo. So
Ooh.
I
Okay.
turned that into a quilt for her, or I should say a
Wow.
landscape fabric
Uh-huh.
piece. And
Wonderful.
yep. So
Wonderful. Lisa
but
said
yeah.
she watched one. That's
Yep.
excellent. Yeah, the
Yeah. Thank
landscape
you.
one. Hi,
Hmm.
Teresa, and hi, Kim. Thanks for being here today with us.
Hello,
If you
hello.
guys have any questions, I have one question so far that's up. Anybody else would like to have a question answered today?
Aw.
Another hour for which you don't have
Steve.
time to
Oh.
hang out. Oh, well, thanks for coming
Well,
by anyway, Steve. Yeah.
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 I'm with
You're good.
I'm with Jane tomorrow morning, 9:15 Eastern. So, and
Okay.
everybody says that I'm so busy, and yeah, I'm having a really good time. I like
Oh, I'm
this.
glad. Isn't
It's
it
fun.
wonderful? It really is. I'm still working, and and
Yeah.
so this is really my playtime. It's really my
Hmm.
playtime, and it isn't tedious or anything. It's
Yeah.
fun, and so
Oh yeah.
I really feel it. Hello, Mother's Tarot. How are you, Loretta? Loretta's
Hi.
another fabulous lady. that I had interviewed. She lives out here on the West Coast, and she is really a cool lady too. Mother's
Very
Tarot.
nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah. So Gerald is, what does it say?
Oh, it says flourish.
Oh, flourish. Okay. I got you, Cam. Thank you. And Mama Bear. Okay. Hi, Deb. Debbie Kane is here. It's good to see you, dear.
Deb.
So I always love working with Gerald.
Aw,
Gerald
thank you.
is just, I wish we lived closer, Gerald. I probably would want to go out for coffee with you because you just bring me a lot of joy.
Aw, well, thank you.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
and and I would probably serve you tea with my very tiny hands.
Yes.
So,
And those just thrill me. I can't tell you. It doesn't matter. They say that hand size matters, but in this case, I'm saying no, it doesn't. The tiny hands work.
It depends upon what you're doing with the hands.
That's very good.
There you go. So,
yes.
It's like, come on, people. It's it's a Monday and we're almost done with February.
We are.
It's like,
we
wow.
are. And March is supposed to bring us lots of really fabulous news. So
I think I watched you doing readings with some people. People were really interested in their March readings. So thank you, Mother's Tarot.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, that's very nice of you, Loretta. Thank you, dear. It's just wonderful that, what is it? Oh, yes. Like and subscribe. Absolutely.
It's free.
Sherry tells me, and I didn't realize this, Sherry tells me that to have people write, just even put a heart in after the show is over is
the
good
comments.
for you.
Yeah,
In the
I heard
comments?
that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had no idea. Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. So, but that's cool. Yeah, it matters. They're special because they're so tiny.
That's right. Can't hold a coffee cup with them, though. You wouldn't be able to flourish with.
No. And I don't want it down my front. So, just saying, I just don't. I mean, no. So, but yeah. Are you reading any good books?
Absolutely am. I have a book club that I put together here, and we meet once a month on Zoom. And we're reading Journey Between Lives by Newton. And I'm also reading a fabulous book called Future Memory by PMH Atwater.
Oh.
And it is fabulous. It talks about not just deja vu, but sort of future deja vu, and how we can sort of bring that in. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I did read Spare a couple of weeks, about a month ago. I read that book, and I thought I know he had a ghostwriter, but I thought he did a good job. So
hey, hey.
How about you?
I just finished listening to A Wrinkle in Time, which is the first time that I've read the book. And actually, I should say I finished listening to it for the third time because I enjoyed it so much. And a friend and I, we get together pretty regularly to talk about classics that we haven't read.
Yep.
And we do some sort of an adventure. We're not sure what we're going to do for this adventure yet. But it's so good. It's so good.
Put on your list the Phantom Toll Booth. That's another one that was a kid one. A lot of fun. Yeah. I had my fifth grade teacher read it to both of those to the class, and I loved them. And Maruta said that's one of her favorite books that you're reading. That's really cool. Yeah.
Cool.
And here's Kim. She's on the book club. We have quite a number. We have about 15 women that are in the book club. And hi, Mary. You like that book too? All right. You're cooking. What are you cooking? Oh my goodness.
Are you hungry?
Well, a little bit. Haven't had much to eat today, but I was a good girl and had some halos. I love those little oranges. The little mandarin oranges. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
And I love the little containers that they come in. Because do they come in the little boxes? I love those. I use those. I organize them.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and start taking some questions here for you. And Gerald and I have the Sacred Bee. He has a Sacred Bee Tarot. I have the Sacred Bee Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a couple others that I may pull from, including, which is one of my favorites, and I haven't been using it too much, but the Deck of Character. Have you read?
Oh, I have that one. Yeah,
I know, it's
that's
really fun. It is fun.
That's
So
fun.
yeah, so Maruda has a question. Does my grandmother Marta have any tips for me in dealing with my sister? Well, how about this?
You could even do that with tiny hands. It would leave
You
less of a
could.
mark.
You could. Yeah, yeah.
So
Let's see what Mom has to say, though.
yes,
Yeah,
let's do
absolutely. Oh, I have read this, but it was so long ago, Maruda, that I don't
Hitchhiker's
remember
Guide
the
to the
entire
Galaxy.
thing. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
read that one.
You haven't read that one? No.
I have not. So adding it to the list.
Adding it to the list. Yep. There's actually more than one. I think it's a series. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Yep. All right. So very good. So Maruda, let's see if we can get a hold of Grandma Marta.
Okay. Grandma Marta, I have the Princess of Cups. And this is a card for me, which is just, it feels, I'll just say it feels very petty, the arguments and the disagreements. It's like you're young and you're trying to figure out who you are, and it feels like this. You're an adult now, so she suggests that you pause long enough to allow your intuition to kick in and to allow her intuition to kick in. They're both Pisces, and because I also got the Fool, or the Journey, and this is a journey and a process. So don't expect this to be fixed quickly. It's definitely a process, and allow that process to happen, and try not to be stuck in what was. Instead, pay attention to what's actually happening.
Okay.
Don't have too long of a memory. I don't know if that makes sense. So, Maruda.
I got very similar cards. Same thing, B Oracle, not the B Tarot, but it's a co-creative process. That's number one. It's not just, she may feel like she needs to deal with you as well.
She could, yeah.
But you will come up with some kind of an innovation. But I think Gerald's absolutely right. It's not going to be anything really fast, because I get the stagnation card. So
Okay.
right now there's no movement, but I believe you will come up with something that will be innovative to get you to sort of get her back, or get you back with her on track. Wow.
Yeah. It feels like there's one thing that needs to click into place, and then you can actually start to feel like there's some movement to it.
Really?
So, but
wow.
Thanks, Maruda.
Very cool. Yes, thank you, Maruda. Thank you for the question. I hope it works out for you, Maruda. All right. You want a card or two for your week? All right, Miss Sherry. Sherry, are you going to be going on spring break soon? Well, it's not quite spring, I realize. I don't know if you're on the term or the quarter system.
Quarter or semester, yeah.
We're almost done in about 2 weeks, and then starts right back up again in April, I think it is. Yep. All right, what do we got?
All right. I think a big thing for you, Sherry, is we have the Four of Wands. It's going to start off pretty solid. It's going to be good. By the middle of the week, you're going to have to slow down a little bit so you can look at things differently. I just got the notice that we're live. That's bizarre. So it's going to start off pretty solid. And then you're going to have to slow down a little bit and adjust your perspective, get a different perspective, because it feels it feels like there's some disappointment coming toward the end of the week. Maybe
Ah,
you're overthinking some things.
uh-huh.
Maybe somebody's worried about things, and be careful not to get pulled into that. Know what is yours and what is somebody else's, so that you don't get pulled into that, because this doesn't necessarily feel like it's you.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so
Someone else's drama, it sounds like.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good way to say it.
I'm getting that you have the knowledge of whatever it is that you need to do. But it's interesting because the architecture is sort of something that you have to figure out how to work around. And I'm feeling it's not necessarily a building or anything. It's just the architecture of the issue at the time is something that you're going to have to spend some time working out. So, don't be discouraged, because it will get better. It always does. Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
She
Thanks,
said, first of the month, bills are due. I always stress until everything's paid.
Oh, honey. Yeah. Hi,
Leor Black
JJ.
is here.
Yes, I
And
know. And so
JJ's
is
here.
Luda.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Viviani's here. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And so we have Mama Bear. Her ex-best friend, whose name is Autumn, died in 2006. When you say ex-best friend, were you best friends till she died, or were you best friends before she died and then she died? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Were you not best friends when she died?
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Gerald.
She said we had a falling out.
Okay. You had a falling out. Yep. Thanks, Mama Bear. Thank you, dear. You're welcome, Sherry.
Hi, Teacher Barbara.
Yeah, hi, Barbara. I'll put you on the list here.
Okay, I mixed these cards. I got the hanged man, or the hanged one. Ooh. So I think this. Autumn, is it? Okay. It feels like the falling out was very emotional, and there wasn't enough time to get the perspective of the other person, and things just have moved on really very quickly, and it's an emotional time. There's still an emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm getting is perhaps you could, if you want to, Mama Bear, if it's important to you, you could actually take the Knight of Swords and do some communication with her, either in the dream state or a meditation, to allow some resolution or something that would help you clear your mind. So is how I'm feeling of it.
Okay. So, Mama Bear,
any sense?
I got a very strange card that I know what it means, but I have to ask: was she Catholic or are you Catholic? And the reason is because I got the mandorla, and the mandorla is what goes around a picture of the Christ. It's like a religious thing, and I'm getting that there's something going on with that. There's, in other words. I don't really believe she thinks she's saintly, but maybe she's saying to herself, I can now see what I wasn't able to see before because I'm over here with Jesus or whatever. Yeah. And I do get that there were some constraints in your relationship, but look at how big those chain links were. And then there's flowers, it's almost like you could put your hand right through those chain links. In other words, they were there, but they were an illusion. And finally, I get passion. She says our relationship was, full of love, not necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
heated passion or anything, but that you loved each other very passionately. You were good friends for a
Yeah.
long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I sense that she still feels that for you as well. Yep, I
Mm-hmm.
do.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. Hi,
Thanks,
Craig
Mama
Dixon.
Bear.
I'm glad you're home and you're safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Been looking for work forever. Do you see me gainfully employed or winner of money this year? Oh, now that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Kim. Just doing a reading about the energy about looking for work for you.
Mhm.
It feels very much important to you, Kim, that you these are you being unemployed or being out of work is not anything that you'd expected. And so it's time. I have the Five of Cups. This is in the Out of Hand Tarot. And
Uh-huh.
part of it is you, it's, it's like you can't, you're crying over spilled milk. So the energy about it is to release that, let that go, let that disappointment go, and make the bigger plan. Figure out what the steps are for you to do that. I do see you. This is the Lover's card, and I do see you actually getting some sort of work, and it's starting to build a relationship and a rapport with someone or doing something,
Mm-hmm.
because the last card that I have is the Three of Wands, which is a very affirming card.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I
Definitely.
hope that helps. I wonder what you have.
I pulled the the deck of character, and
Oh,
I love this thing. You got some baby angel floating around trying to help you out there, Kim. And, those wings are flapping. There's a river, which indicates to me that things are flowing. So you will,
hmm,
things are going to flow right to where they need to be. But for right now, be happy you left the circus that was your other job, or that
yeah,
whatever it was that was your life that you didn't care for. You're tending to the garden. So you're tending to what you need to do in order to get the work
nice.
that you need.
Hmm.
And it looks like it will pan out because of waterfall. So, it doesn't say windfall, but a waterfall. And that's, of course, cleansing.
Yeah,
And yeah.
love
Uh-huh.
that with the three.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Mother's Tarot asks what deck I'm using. If you're talking about this one, it's the Out of Hand Tarot by
Okay.
Jamie Sawyer.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool. Is it out of your hands?
it's in my tiny hands.
It's in your tiny hands. That's right.
It's in my very tiny hands. So,
Okay. All right. Esther, we'll see what we can find out for you. There we go. Question, Debbie Kane. I have you listed here on a question, but I don't know if you want us to answer about your trip or not, or you just making a comment. So I have you starred here. So just let me know, Deb, if you would. Yeah. You're welcome, Kim.
and you're welcome, Mother's Tarot. Okay, may I have a card, please, for March? Yes. I've got a whole bunch of decks on my, a whole bunch of cards on my table. So,
Uh-huh. I love
okay.
that. It's a starred heart that is on that avatar. That's
Isn't
beautiful.
that great?
Yeah, it really is.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay, so I pulled two cards because it's me. Welcome, I'm Tarotstache. Hashtag overachiever. This is the Five of Wands. It's the card of strife. It suggests
Uh-huh.
that part of the month is going to add extras to you, and you're going to have there's going to be an exchange of energy. So it could very much be, you could have a heated argument. You could be working with somebody on something, on a project, and it's be very exciting. Toward the end of the month, you need some time for recovery. And this is the Four of Swords. So this card to me, Esther, says it's important for you to give yourself downtime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So not necessarily to, because if you've got a whole lot of creative ideas going, your brain is going at a million miles a second. You have to do something to allow your brain to calm down. So switch gears, do a crossword puzzle, you know, that sort of stuff. Something to switch the gears, because this is about recovery, and recovery is a good thing, and we can recover. We can take a little bit of time to recover daily, or
Mm-hmm.
we can ball it all up and not spend any time recovery. So then we get sick, and then we are forced to completely shut down, if that makes any sense. So there you
Well,
go.
your first card, oh my God, I get melancholy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if something, it could be that something is bothering you, but it also could be something from the past that comes back and brings a little bit
Oh,
of sadness in. It's very possible. So
mm-hmm.
when you pull that card, I was like, wow. All right.
Yeah.
I see that a connection will be made. You will be able
Mm-hmm.
to, pull yourself out of this and take the sustenance that you need, because next thing you got is manna from heaven. So
Oh,
there
nice.
is some kind of resolution coming from this type of activity. But,
Mm-hmm.
we hope that it is not too sad for you. But,
Yeah.
I've had those periods of time where, I wish I was younger, or I wish I was here or there, or yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give yourself, and you don't have to be going a million miles a second all the time. Slow
Right.
down a little bit, Esther. So.
Slow down, you move too fast.
Oh my gosh. Simon and Garfunkel. What a good one. Oh, I love that.
I know. It's really good.
Thanks,
Oh, you're
Esther.
welcome, Esther. Yes. So I just want everyone to know where you are on the list. I have Wildflower, Lise, Deb, Loretta, Mother's Tarot, Teacher Barbara, and Leor. And so that's where, okay, and LR72, I gotcha. Thank you, dear. All right, so let's go back to Wildflower Wind. Whoops. There we go.
Okay, I see Wildflower Wind put in there that they slept a lot of the afternoon and feel guilty, lazy.
Let it go.
That is not allowed. You slept. No, you slept. That's good. You needed to. So kudos to
self-care.
You for
yeah,
self-care. Kudos to you for, I'm going to sleep. So do not make me, don't make me go off on you. So okay, Wildflower Wind. Can I get a card? Well, that one obviously needs to go.
Woo! I got a jumper. All right.
I got one too.
Did you?
Too. That's hilarious.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the Eight of Cups. Renounce. Let the feelings of you having taken a nap go. Right. Move on. Move on. Mm-hmm. Then we have the Root of Fire, because guess what? Mother Nature does a wonderful job, and seeds get planted, and then winter shows up, everything gets cold and freezes, and then they start warming up. This is what that feels like. You needed the sleep so that you could become the powers of fire. And with that, we also have, I actually like this card. This is the Tower. Mm-hmm. And with this is because what's going to happen is you're going to grow out of the ground, and you have to turn ground up so that your flower can show. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
There you go, Wildflower.
There you go. So the first card I pulled was Greed. And I think that's what you feel like. Oh, I feel greedy because I took some time for myself today. We just can't condition ourselves to that. We have to let it go, because we're important. But look at this. It's part of your soul's journey. How beautiful.
Oh,
Part of
that's
your
great.
soul's journey is to learn these lessons and to be reminded of them. And then the last one I got was the emotional. So, if you need to take a rest, if you need to cry, if you need to go away, or whatever you need to do, if you eat ice cream, do it. Sometimes we just need to. So.
And if you eat your ice cream with your tiny hands, it will last longer. I'm just saying, I don't know what that's like.
But then your tiny hands would get all drippy and sticky, and
then you do the dishes, and it's all good.
You do the dishes of your hands.
Yeah. Wildflower Wind said, I'm in Minnesota under a foot of snow. Well,
jeez. Yeah.
Of
what else are you
that's
going
why
to
you
do?
took a
Right.
trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You just absolutely got it. I would have done that. I would have crawled in bed and maybe had a book, but if you think I would have stayed awake to read it, no way.
I actually am a nap master.
Oh, me too.
I mean, I can nap and then I wake up, go to the bathroom, and then I'm like so exhausted from napping. I have to take a nap. It's like,
my whole family.
I would be gold
like
medal winner. Are your whole family's like that?
My son has always been like that. He's 38 and he has to take a nap every day. Yes, he loves naps.
Well, I tell you, I still have not recovered from the. It's called mono. That's called mono, Gerald. Well, but I was so upset when I went into first grade. We didn't have a nap in the afternoon. I was like,
I know.
What?
We got screwed. I just that doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah. No. Yeah. Hi, Miss Charlotte. It's good to see you, dear.
Lisa,
okay, Linda, I got your question.
For me?
Yes, I got your question, Linda. Let's see. Okay. All right. If this is for Lisa.
It's going to start off with the Empress. You being all that, you knowing exactly what you want to have happen, you having the plans, make your plans, and you are going to be able to create an environment to make these things happen.
Wow.
So I think the Empress is a perfect like project manager. If you want something to happen, an Empress is going to be able to, okay, here you go. Here's how it's going to work. We have the 8 of discs, and this is a great card because this is mastery. This is about you taking everything that you have brought with you. You're setting yourself up this way for you to master things, and I think that's what and I get the nudge. Don't draw any more cards. This is the month of March. Set your plans, work hard to get the mastery. So boom, there you go.
Boom, there you go. Is right. All right. So I pulled up Transcendence. Ooh. So that, transcendence is actually beyond mastery. You are in that transcendent state, which you can do anything you want to do. So you've mastered it and now you're moving on and it's expanding for you. This is an expansion card. And that. Jupiter right now is in it's very busy right now. So that might be that. And I'm not a astrologer, but I have heard about it. I do know. And finally, it just says to be protected. It just says take time to protect yourself, because if you've already got the mastery and you've transcended it, that means you're up to higher vibration. If you're up to higher vibration, you still have to do that protection, because you certainly don't want anybody sucking out the energy. That's right.
Yes. And this is where I would add to that, be the Empress, because it's like a mama bear. Ain't nobody, well, there are some people dumb enough to wrestle with the mama bear, but they're not here to talk about it.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah.
Hey, have you heard about the new movie called Cocaine Bear? Somebody gives a bear cocaine and it's like real. I don't know.
Ew.
I don't think I would want to have that bear around.
I don't.
No, I know. We're not interested. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deb's thinking about a trip. Things are popping up that may get in the way, but she'd like to know, how does it look? How does it
Hi, Jane the Seeker. Jane's
here.
Oh,
hi, Jane. It's good to see you. All right.
Thinking about a trip. Things are popping up.
Let's see, Deb. Ooh.
Okay. Change the way you're thinking about this trip. There's so much going on in the world. This is the third time that I've picked the Hanged One. So this is a time of the time in the way things were and the way we expect things to go is not going to happen that way. Let go of that expectation, release it, because what the beauty of it is the beauty of it is when you plan a trip, Deb, you have options. You figure out your trip. You make sure that you have the railway and all that stuff. This is a good card because if you've planned it well, then you can adjust. Because the last card that I got, the reminder, is the Two of Discs, which is change. Things happen. Go with the flow. Adjust. And allow that to be part of the adventure of the trip.
There you go.
So
there you go. So, Deb, the first card I got is the bulldozer, and don't let anybody bulldoze over you, telling you can't go for this or that reason, and because this is what you're feeling right now. You're feeling that energy because look at this: the lounge chair comes up. You're going to go on a vacation. You're going to go somewhere. You are your own ruler, and you can make that decision, and you will certainly leave the others in the dust. Because I think maybe you're going to fly. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking the wings are, you flying somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very nice. And, there's, wings on this card. How fun.
I know.
Love that.
Yeah.
Deb, let us know how the trip goes.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So the next one we have is Loretta from Mother's Tarot. Does my grandmother Lily have a message for me? Yeah. And Rose Hogan, I did get your question that we can answer after LR 72. So just so you know.
Okay, Mother's Tarot. The first thing that popped into my head is your grandmother wants you to make some cookies of some kind.
Ooh.
Peanut butter or sugar cookies. I have no idea if that makes any sense to you.
Do you use the fork to press down on the top of the peanut butter cookies? Do you use your
fork? Well, of course. Yeah, okay. You have to. Yeah, that's the original hashtag.
Yes, it is. Hashtag cookies.
Yes, that's right.
I love that.
Hi,
Gerald.
Terry. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Terry.
Okay, so so Mother's Tarot. Please let me know if that makes any sense. There needs to be some sweetness in your life, and it's a little bit of sweetness. Oatmeal raisin, but I do peanut butter also. Okay.
Oh, I love oatmeal raisin. Oh.
Okay. The message is this is the Two of Swords. This card is labeled peace. And so for me, when this card comes up, it's when you have choice or you have the option to argue with somebody, don't. Just let it go. Just pause, because there's the futility in trying to argue with someone, because it robs you your power and your joy of what's going on. I had cookies on my mind. Yep, there you go.
Hi, Blackie.
This is the Eight of Wands, swiftness. I don't know if you communicate with your grandmother Lily, but when she does, she's going to show up pretty quickly, and it's actually going to discombobulate you a little bit, but This is the 8 of Wands. She's going to show up when you're having your 8 of Swords moment, of when you're feeling like you can't do anything. You've gotten in your head. You're overthinking things. You can't see your way. Call your grandma up. I don't know what you call her, grandmama, something like that. But I have the fact that I have 2 8s, and 8s are double foundation. So
yeah,
I think,
so,
yeah. So make those cookies.
Make those cookies. So I get that grandma's protecting you all the time. She's around and she says, you know, you're right there surrounded by me in my little web. And she says she loves the way you nurture yourself. She watches you nurture and she wants you to continue, including making cookies. Yes. She gives me the sensuality card, and I'm look at though, it's like the bee is eating berries. And to me, it's enjoy your food.
Yeah.
Enjoy your food. Take in what you want and enjoy each bite. Yeah. You know, when you don't feel well and you don't eat for a few days, or you eat minimal food and then you take a bite into something and it's like the most delicious thing you've had ever.
Yes. You know, really enjoy the cookies.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm so stuck on those cookies. I am like,
well, and she's been thinking about them. That's you got it. You got the bounce.
Just, you know, totally.
Yes. All right, Barbara, you want a reading as far as workout, exercise, and running? Okay. We'll see what we can find out. All right. You've already made me tired just talking about doing it, Barbara. I'm with Wildflower. I'm taking a nap. So.
What is this? I don't understand. Workout, exercise, running. What does that mean? I don't
think
get
she's
exercising.
Yeah, I know. I the word is anathema to me, but yeah. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. Yep.
There you go. All right. Let's see. So, quick reading as far as energy workout. I'm curious what the energy says. All right. Teacher Barbara said I started running.
Good for you.
Okay, I am mixing these cards because I got the 3 of Swords. Energy around it initially is it's going to be harder than you want it to be. And it's going to be harder than you want it to be. Might you try something with wheels instead of running? Perhaps biking, cycling, something like that. Because I have the wheel of the wheel. 6 of Cups. Perhaps do it with a friend to help you be motivated. This is the card of pleasure. If you could figure something out that makes you want to do it. And I love it. Gah.
I know.
Gah. So, but also this is the 4th time I think the Hanged One has come up. Part of it is when you think about doing it, try to think about what the benefit of it is, and frame the way you're thinking about it differently. But Barbara, I'm not telling you anything you already know, don't already know. I mean, it's like, you got it. Just the fact that you're asking the question says a lot about the way you're approaching it.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Absolutely.
So
I have here that you might have to have your personal, you got the panda, but your personal boundaries you might have to bring those up to somebody. Somebody might be pushing their way to get too close to you. And it says here that you're being frugal, and it says saving something for later, which could be money, but it could be exercise in this case, because you're saving, you're going to do a little bit now and a little bit later. But it says here that you have good luck energy. So I think that the regimen that you're trying to accomplish is going to be worthwhile for you. It just takes time to get that going for you. So all right. So today in Florida, DeSantis signed a bill that takes over Walt Disney World. Yeah, he's in charge now of that land there. Unbelievable. Isn't that crazy? Honestly. And I know you're not to politics, but
But still,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
good Lord.
I know.
Teacher Barbara said, my goal is 2 miles and 30.
Oh, good. Yeah, work up to it,
yeah.
Barbara. Work up to it. You can get there. Of course. All right, so Leo Black, thank you for your question. Can I actually accomplish those goals I set? Am I overreaching, or is it even possible? Oh, Leo, are you writing them down and you're looking at them? Did you do a vision board? All right. Let's see what we can find out for you, sir.
Actually, this is by Mama Bear. This is the root of the powers of Earth. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me, the Ace of Pentacles or coins. This actually is a great card about setting goals. This is a very, you're going to be able to achieve it and accomplish it. It's going to be slower than what you want. There is going to be some disappointment along the way, and you have to settle down and you have to look at the cups that are actually still upright. Everything is not lost. Queen of Wands, get inspired, because you need those things that are going to inspire you. And as Ali said, that vision board, very important, something to keep that reminder that allows you to keep moving. And then the reminder card is the Queen of Cups. So we have two queens. We have the Queen of Wands, which is fire. We have the Queen of Cups, which is water and emotions. You put those two together and you get steam. You are going to be able to chug along, and you are going to be able to accomplish them. I wrote them. Don't understand how they are real. Okay.
Well, sometimes we make too lofty goals. Sometimes we need to go back and change the goals to ones that you can start seeing progress with before, you get too discouraged. So I'm here to say that don't be stubborn, don't be uncompromising, and don't be angry with yourself if you don't meet all the goals right away. Just shift it at that point. I think that they're giving you a rose, and so they're saying that you can do this. You can do this. Is no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Love yourself. And it says here, fall in love with your goals, basically. It's Cupid's arrow. But in this case, fall in love with your goals, but take the time to assess them to see if they're really too difficult. Because, if you get somebody, let's say they want to lose 100 pounds, don't go for that. Say, I'd like to lose 10 pounds maybe. And then, move up from there. Right. Oh, you're welcome, Leo. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's so true. That's so true. I mean, have inspiring goals, but have the small goals to help you along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want them too lofty right away. And then as you go, you can readjust them. But you're also giving yourself a little bit of, I had a student tell me that when she finishes a class at the college I teach at, she buys herself a pizza when the class is all over. And she doesn't have one until the class is over. But like, oh boy, it's time for pizza. So she rewards herself for what she does. But it's it becomes really gratifying for her because she does it that way. So, all right. Yes, we can give you a card for the week, or two even.
Yes.
Okay. We have, after this, we have four other questions. So we'll go a little bit over an hour. That's okay? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. This is the first card I have is Death, which is don't panic. It's last week is done. Let it go. Let it go. And this is the third time I've gotten this card, which is the Princess of Cups. Be
Yeah.
excited. Be excited for the week. It's very important because it's going to give you the energy to go through the week. It's like I
Mm.
mean, so it feels very important that you remember last week is gone.
Yeah.
It's a new week. Get excited again.
Get
So,
excited about your life.
yeah.
Woohoo! Ooh, this is pretty interesting. I see that you got the power. Every time that happens, you got the power.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, you do. It's just too much fun. So look at that beautiful power. It's all available to
Mhm.
you. Not to worry about it. The second one I get is star seed, which is really
Oh,
interesting. It might be that you will be able to access a previous lifetime that you may have been a star seed from another galaxy, or who knows?
nice.
Yeah, it's really cool though. Yeah. What an interesting week you're going to have.
That's going to be great. I'm
I know it.
excited to hear about it.
I know. I know. All right. We have Linda de Gonzalez. Thank
Hi,
you.
Linda. Okay.
Hi, Kiba. Oh, Gleneef. Who else? Oh, wanted to ask a question. Oh, well. All right. If it's a shorty, put it up quickly. Okay. I hate saying
Okay.
no, but we are on a time schedule a little bit.
I'll try to be concise.
All right. Well, I'm not worried about you. You're fine.
Oh my gosh. I got this card again.
Wow, that's
Everybody,
the
I think
energy.
this is,
Yeah,
yeah, the
that's the
energy
energy.
is new feelings of excitement,
Uh-huh.
new emotions that are showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Linda, we have the Knight of Swords. Love this card. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. It says you know what needs to be done. You know the words to say. Go and do it.
Mm-hmm.
The caution with this card is to make sure you pause long enough to ensure that you have all of the information so you can make an informed decision on your actions. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that looks really good with that background, doesn't it? My
Yes,
background.
it really does. It
It's
looks like
like,
it's really flying through those trees.
there you go. So Linda, you've got it.
There
Yeah,
you go.
definitely.
I get here, subconscious mind. You've got, look at how deep this is. This is an octopus.
Hmm.
And so you got all the knowledge. It's all there. It may be buried down, pretty deep, but again, it's right there. And you've got the passion to make it happen.
Oh,
So
love that.
yeah, very nice. I like these cards. They're really cool. They really
They
are.
really are, and
Yeah,
for me, they oftentimes feel like they're connecting to some broader energy
I
for
agree.
me.
No, I agree. And I like they complement each other between the tarot and the
Oh yeah.
oracle. Yeah. All right. We have Rose. Rose actually has a question.
Okay.
And she wants, what do you do with dark shadow and breaking free? And I really like that you brought this question up, Rose.
Hmm.
Um, we can pull some cards definitely, but I will tell you, you have to embrace the shadow. You have to move
Hmm.
into the shadow. And a lot of people won't do it because it's too painful and it brings
Hmm.
up things that are really upsetting. But in order to break free, we have to move into that shadow and face it, like putting your face in a mirror. And
Hmm.
it's always nice if you can have somebody help you do that, if
Hmm.
that's possible. And if you can't,
Yeah.
I would say call in your guides and angels to help you with it.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I also say, it's I think it's an important thing to understand that all of this, the dark, the shadow is stuff that you can't see.
yeah,
So when you look at it, you shine a light on it and you get a clearer picture. And you may
mhm,
not like what you see initially. It takes work.
it does.
Get some support. Go see a professional to offer assistance.
Hmm.
Call in your angels, your spirit guides. Journal about it,
Hmm.
because when you face it, then you have the ability to work through it. You can't go around this stuff because it keeps
No.
showing up. But if you
Yeah.
face it and you stand firm,
Hmm.
and I'm the kind of person, I talk back to that. I'm just like, no, you're not welcome here. Move on. If
Move
you've
on.
got something
That's
to
right.
tell me, tell
Yep.
me.
Tell
And
me
if
now so
not,
I
if
can
you're not
work it
going to
out.
tell me,
Yep.
yeah. If you're
Yep.
not going to tell me, you know, off with
Yep.
you.
Yep.
So
So I did pull a card that says anguish, and that's what shadow does to us. We don't want to have those shadowy energies. You know, we don't, those are the things that we try to hide from other people. It doesn't mean we're serial killers or anything, but maybe we're impatient, or maybe we're, you know, we aren't as kind as we should be, or whatever it is. So it is something we really need to look at. But I get here also, there is an innovation. There's innovation in looking at the shadow. In other words, you can work with different ways to do it. And maybe
yeah,
journaling would help, or
yeah.
even pulling cards and seeing how that works.
Rose put something else at the bottom of chat. When I go to sleep and wake up in the dark, the dark shadow is on my head in third eye. I feel it touching my head, and it is freaking me out. I get that.
Tell it to go away.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say, tell it to off.
Yep.
You know, and
You're not
I'm
welcome
also,
here.
yeah,
Yep.
you're not welcome here. I'm also getting a sense of you know, ask for protection
Yes.
for your angels to protect you.
Yeah.
It certainly would be very appropriate to feel your inner goddess, and to ask for some help and protection.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Definitely.
And if you need
Yeah.
to, I mean, you know, there's lots of things about like cleansing a space,
Yes.
burning a candle, lighting
Sage. Yep.
incense,
Yep.
making it feel more comfortable and safe for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
that's an important thing. You want to feel safe,
But you
because right now
absolutely
it
can
doesn't
put
sound, yeah,
protection. You put protection around yourself, Rose, and then you, if it comes back, you tell it to go away.
yeah,
They don't need to be around. Yeah. Don't let
yeah.
them be around. Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself, dear.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bemused Shaman, does my father Wally have a message for me? He died in 2000 in Florida. Okay, we'll see if Wally comes through, what
What we
he
got?
might have to say.
Rose said, "Thank you. I will work on all that I can. I request some soul support, please." Can I
Absolutely.
request? It's there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
This is for entertainment purposes only, but absolutely we are here to
Yep.
support your soul and your certainly to help you eradicate your fears and,
Yeah.
and move forward. Yeah. Lots of love to you, dear. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hi, Teresa Baltazar. It's nice to see you, dear. All right.
All right. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Wally, does he have a message for me? I'll be blunt. You're trying, I mean, all of the stuff that you're worried about, you're giving it too much energy. So be careful with that. You know, the 7 of Wands, it's you know, pause for a second before you do anything. Know the actions that you're taking and what you're doing. I don't know, was Dad impulsive? Was he impulsive? Because he's suggesting that perhaps you don't be as impulsive as he was. Just get some more information.
Yep.
Is what it feels like, Bemused.
There you go. It's easier to see on the other side exactly what it is that we did wrong here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I see here, Bemused, that he is able to co-create with you if you ask him to help you with whatever it is that you need to do. All you need to do is ask. He's right there for you. Because some days it feels a bit overwhelming for you. And so I got that same energy Gerald did. Don't let it worry you so much. Don't let it things worry, because there's a breakthrough coming for you. And you know, he would be the one that would be able to see that from where his seat where he is. But yeah, and I'm sure I got goosebumps. So I'm thinking that he wants you to remember how much he loves you. Yeah.
Well,
So,
and I would say,
yeah.
chat with him,
Yeah,
talk
definitely.
to him,
Yep, absolutely.
now's the time.
Now's the time. Yes. So we have Karen. Is it possible to have a reconciliation with my father? Our relationship on earth was very bad. So you're saying dad's on the other side, is what I'm guessing. Okay.
Mhm.
I think it's always possible, Karen. And because we have free will, we have the opportunity to say that you forgive dad, even though he may have hurt. You don't forget, but you can forgive dad and say you did the best you could. It maybe wasn't the best I would have done if I had been hit you, but
Mhm.
I really think that's something that can be done. All right, let's see what this says. All right, word. I had to
It's
look it up.
that will be hard, Karen said. And essentially
Okay.
it's going to take time. This is not
Mm-hmm.
going to be a quick fix. This is the 8 of discs. It's the card of mastery. There's a lot of layers to it. And right now it feels very much like you're having apathy to it. Things aren't changing, things haven't been different, and
Uh-huh.
it's just even harder. And we have the 10 of cups. So I would pull back a little bit and recognize what is,
Uh-huh.
and just recognize what is and practice some gratitude or exercise gratitude. I'm not saying ignore the challenges, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying put some attention on the fond memories, or the things that well, that's not right. No. Um, you have to evolve as much as he does. So
Yes.
think about what that could look like. What would you want the reconciliation to be?
To look like. Yeah.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
would you want it to look like? That's what
Well.
I think I need to say.
All right. So this is the word, I'm putting it in the chat. This is the word that comes on this first card, which is quintessence. And
Hmm.
quintessence is the most perfect or typical example of a quality or a class. I'm thinking that there's a quality that you both have. Maybe it's being stubborn. Maybe it's not forgiving. Whatever it is, but there's that's blocking it right now because I know you're not going to like me to say this, but sometimes we're too much like someone and we don't even
Hmm.
recognize it, but there's something about it. But the good news is this will evolve, Karen. It will
Hmm.
evolve and it will get better. But of course, you're the one that's here that he can't talk to you physically, talk
Yeah.
to you unless so you would, yeah, it would be hard, but you would have to be the one that did the forgiving. Yeah.
Karen
You were
said we
just
were
alike.
just
All
alike.
right.
Yeah. That
That's
makes
why that
sense.
card came up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So,
Can't make
yep.
this stuff up.
No, you can't. Wow. 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 Whew. All right. I'm sending you lots of love, Karen. All right. So, this is the one I asked for her to put up. She wanted to ask a question. She came in later.
Yep.
We're glad
All
you're
right.
here, Gleneef. Is it
Yep.
Gleneef? It's a beautiful, different name. Yeah. She met a guy. Is it going to lead to something serious? All right.
You want the short answer? Maybe, depending upon what you do with it, because
Uh-huh.
Queen of Swords is if you want something to happen or you're interested in getting to know this person, then don't wait. Just say, hey, let's go out for coffee. Let's do something over lunch. Let's get to know each
Mm-hmm.
other. Don't do
Mm-hmm.
this stuff online. That's always, that's just Gerald talking, but move on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
don't dream too big, too quickly. It's a
Yeah.
first aid. It's a cup of coffee, you
Right.
know, and that sort of thing. However, I do have the Two of Cups, which is the card of love.
Oh, it is. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it could be interesting. It could lead to something. I don't know if it could lead to something. It could lead to something.
Mm-hmm.
I think pay attention to it, but don't try to rush it.
Yeah. All in
Don't
good
try to
time.
rush it.
I
Yes.
get the same thing. I got the clock, which is timing. It's all
Yep.
about timing.
Yep.
Okay. So don't rush it. Absolutely right. Take a step-by-step approach, which is pretty much what Gerald just said as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you will have a sudden realization whether or not this is going to work out for you. So
Yep.
you'll have that light bulb moment, or he
Yep.
or she will. And so it's important for you, but taking your time is going to make all the difference. I do believe. That's
And I think something about that is that enjoy the process.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
this is the
the
the Two
journey.
of Cups. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy getting to
Yeah,
know somebody. Why
that's
not?
right. Why not is right.
So
Why not is right.
yeah.
Well, Gerald, thank you so very much. I'm just going to ask everybody. I had posted on my community page today that in a couple hours I need to put my beautiful dog down, and so this was a good diversion for me. And thank you, Gerald, for being the
You're
wonderful
welcome.
guy that you always are. I always enjoy you, and everybody in the chat as well. So just send me a little bit of extra energy. And
Mhm.
my Bella will be visiting with my other dogs soon on the other side. So I
Very
look at it
nice.
that
And
way. Yeah,
take time for yourself as you're dealing
I
with that.
definitely will. Thanks,
So
Gerald. Thanks, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It was wonderful to have you all, and thank you for your questions. Until next time, bye-bye.
thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Gerald.